Good morning, social media. Good morning to everybody taking the time to listen. Maybe you're going back and listening on a podcast platform. Go ahead and share this out. We're going to be talking to Nickey Fowler today. She has a lot of stuff going on right here in the area, and we're going to be learning all about it. I'm going to kick it on the FM. Here we go. Good morning. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. My name is Gardy, and I have a guest this morning. Her name is Nickey Fowler. Good morning, Nickey. How are you doing today?
Good morning. Hi, everybody. How everybody out there listening?
Yeah, so you have a lot of stuff going on. And last week I put a call out on social media and I said, hey, I'm looking for a guest. I'm looking for some cool stuff to talk about. And I got contacted by Tracy and she said, you have to talk to Nickey Fowler. And then I talked to you a little bit through Messenger. But can you let everybody know, I guess, where you're from and what all do you have going on real quick?
Okay. Hey, everybody. I'm right here from Lamarck, Galveston County. I've been here as a business owner for around 28 years in the field of cosmetology. I work at College of the Mainland, and I also own a business, and I have a boutique as well. And I am really into just I also work at for the after school program at Lamarck Middle School, which has been it's been a very positive thing in my life because when my son was in high school, he would always tell me, hey, this is going on at the school, which that's my alma mater, Lamarck. So when he would tell me things, I would think, no way. So when I started working there, I just saw how much the students, the young ladies and the young men need us. They need us in the community. They need us to give back. They need us to teach them, be a positive role model so we can teach them, things that will help them along the way, especially if they want to be entrepreneurs. So I just got a lot going on with that. And I'm also working along with Tracy for the Stop the Violence movement. And I have a few things that I have in the making as far as helping the community and our youth. So yeah, got a lot going on with that. So my mission is basically to see the potential in every person, every youth, every student. So, when we were growing up, because I'm 50 years old, so I've been around for a while. So when we were growing up, we had those positive role models as far as teachers and our church members. So I want to bring that back because I think we've kind of gotten away from that. So I think that's very important.
Yeah, it's important to be a mentor. And I think that you even have been working on a couple different programs and new initiatives with that. As I know we had talked about two different ones. Can you share what you have?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So I have as far as the Stop the Violence movement with Tracy, we work along with people who may need jobs. They may have been in a little trouble, and just need a little push, need a little assistance. So we help them to find jobs. We help them to get the right connections to find jobs and to better themselves as far as their education. We also do a program called Cinderella Program at the high school and at the College of the Mainland, where we students who may be needing help with prom or just even like their hair, their makeup, a ride to prom, dresses. We help them find their dresses. We help them to prepare themselves for the prom that evening. And we also help, as far as my business, like the river, we help the community to find jobs and education and apply for scholarships. And you know what? I have one of the programs written down. One of the ladies, she's chiming in now to tell me a little bit of information, so I'm trying to read it as well. So
yeah, I saw a comment from Crystal Anderson that said that there's a local place hiring for entry-level stylists.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And I do that as well. So it's called shadowing. So basically, what shadowing is, if you're a business owner, you bring in new talent to your business. You help them. You show them the ropes. They can get paid like minimum wage, or either you can pay them like commission. So basically the way it works in my salon is a person will come in, they'll shadow me or they'll shadow one of the other stylists, and it just kind of gives them a feel of how the field is going to be and their scope of practice that they're entering. So
Your salon, like the river, it's in Lamarck, Texas. How long have you been there, and what kind of services can you get?
Okay, so I've been there for wow, it's almost been 11 years, well, 12 years. We opened in 2010. Um, and as a business owner, I will say this, it is not easy when you're trying to open up. I had the business, well, I rented it, right? So paid rent and was trying to work at do hair and work at the college as well. So I would take my check from the college and buy my equipment. So it was coming along very slowly. So I've been open for 11 years, but in business for 10 because basically I wanted to be debt free when I opened my business. So it took me about 9 months to purchase all my equipment and purchase all the things that I wanted to and the way I wanted it to look. So um, I've been open for 10 years. So at the salon, you can get barber services. We have stylists that do nails, pedicures, uh, eyelashes. We do braids, and I'm also an esthetician as well. And I'm looking for a massage therapist too. So
There you
it's a
go.
full service salon, and I also teach eyelash extensions as well. So um, if someone doesn't want to do the full cosmetology program at College of the Mainland or whatever school they go to, I can show them. This is after they've graduated. And say, for instance, you need a little bit more education because when you're in the program at COM and other schools, you will have. We do touch on cosmetology, which is hair, nails, and skin. So you do get a little bit of the skin part. But if you want to further that education, you can go. You can continue on with the esthetician program, or you can do the eyelash program. So as far as an eyelash tech, they do eyelashes only. So
Okay. How long have you been teaching at the College of the Mainland?
I've been at the College of the Mainland since 2010. Yeah, so 2010, so almost 11 years. Um, and that has been like it's been a jewel to me. And when you're in this field, you meet so many people, and that's so I always tell my students, if you want to do cosmetology, or if you want to be a barber or an esthetician or whatever you want to do as far as an entrepreneur, you will always you have to love what you do, but when you love what you do, the money will follow. I always tell them, don't just chase this because you want the money. If you love what you do, it never feels like work, it always feels like fun, and you'll always get the money afterwards. It's just all about loving what you're doing and loving the field. So
Yeah.
and
You know what I have found, at least like whenever I go get like a service done or a haircut or whatever, right? It's a lot of it is like the relationship, you
oh,
know.
definitely.
Yeah, the conversation, and if somebody's, hey, that's like my friend, you're just gonna go hang out. Is
Yes.
that something that y'all even touch on? I guess like building clientele or building that relationship in school and people that shadow you at your business.
Oh, definitely. Yes. From as far as I can remember, going to the barber shop, the barber salon, going to the beauty shop, the nail salon, that's like the pillar of the community. That area or that scope right there has just always been where you go. People say it's a gossip column place, but no, not always.
Yeah.
It's a good place to get good information. Um, so yeah, in our salon, I mean, even through the pandemic, right now we were just in dire need of coming back to our scope, coming back to what we love. And you give a lot. I mean, you give so much back to the community through the knowledge that you learn and just giving. You in our field, you they said we were not essential, but in my opinion, we are definitely essential because that's where everybody goes to unwind. You go there to be pampered, but you also go there to fellowship. So,
Yeah, and it's like self-care. You go and get,
definitely.
a haircut and like you just feel good about yourself. It changes everything, Um
Yeah,
so that I agree with you, and I'm glad that, barbershops and salons are able to be open and follow the guidelines that have been set. How
yeah.
how was that navigating that time whenever y'all weren't able to be open?
Oh wow, it was wow. Okay, so for me, I have already taken classes online classes. So as far as the education part and getting prepared for our students at COM, it was um, it was hard because I was up probably um I would say 20 hours of the day for 2 weeks, trying to make sure that my students were prepared, uh, and I was prepared for them and to lay out everything because we're hands on. Everything we do is hands on, so it was very difficult.
Yeah.
But the transition was it was very smooth. And as far as the business, wow, I cried a lot of nights. I mean, and a lot of days because, like I said earlier, not being able to just conversate and not being able to hug, not being able to, because when you're in this field, you are like family with your clients. It's more than just, because I end up doing the mom and then the daughter and then the granddaughter and then, the sons and their kids, so, and their wives. So it's like a big family for us. So going back was scary because I wanted to make sure that we were safe. We have we are under a scope called Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we had the governor who was, we had to abide by what the governor and the state said. So we have three entities that we have to follow behind. We have our state rules, we have our city rules, and then we have the commission. So basically, everybody was not on the same page at the same time. So as they were saying, okay, you can go back, um, I was not prepared yet. I was in the middle of doing some upgrades to the salon. So that kind of, pushed us back. But the stylists that I have four stylists that work in there. So they were prepared, to come back and I wasn't. So, but it gave me a little bit of time to get the salon clean and to get the supplies that I needed. But the community has been amazing. They have everybody has been in compliance as far as when they come in, they have their masks on, they wash their hands, they use sanitizer, and they're still wearing masks when they're in the salon now. So um, even if we feel like we, want to get a little lax, I'm not going to allow that to happen because the health and safety of the community is most important to me.
You were mentioning doing, upgrades, and I've talked to a couple other business owners, entrepreneurs, and that's what they did during that time. Hey, how can I, it's terrible not being able to be open, have income coming in, or just things being
Right.
different. But taking that time to, hey, let's make an upgrade here. Let's make sure that it's super clean, and sanitized, and we
Right.
have something set in place for whenever we're allowed to open it's a great idea.
Yes. And let me tell you, Lamarck showed out. Okay, so they had I don't know what it was called, but it was like an economic relief program
Mm-hmm.
that we could apply for. And the mayor, Mr. Hawking, oh my God, he was inboxing me and like, hey, Nickey, we're on the way. Help is on the way. So for me on my social media, I'm the kind of person that always wants to promote positivity. So um, I would put on my post something like, hey, if anybody knows of a program that's helping during this time, can you post it here? So I got so many people to give feedback. And because people were messaging, like in the inboxing and stuff. And I was like, hey, I get it. I get the fact that you might not want to miss out on what you could get,
Mm-hmm.
but let's put the word out for everybody so everybody can, see this. So I would use my platform as a area for people to post things. So they would post like, hey, this person, this facility is giving out this and this person's helping with that. So the mayor, like, so I guess he saw it. So he came in and he was like, hey, help is on the way. And I'm telling you, they have been amazing. They have helped with monies for our rent. And I mean, so as a community, everybody, right? When you're a
Mm-hmm.
hairdresser, you have a lot of links to different resources. So a lot of my colleagues and we were just on the phone all night and just, hey, let's help with this. Let's see if we can find these supplies. So we were reaching out to other business owners and, informing them of the things that we were finding out. So uh, as we were learning things, it just like all fit together like a puzzle. And so now, as far as making upgrades, the community has came out and helped. If they see like, like a can of paint outside of my salon, I'll get there the next day and it's gone. And I'm like, hey, who did that? So it's just been amazing. And I really, really want to tell the mayor and the city officials that I and all of us really appreciate everything they've done for us. It's been a rough ride, but I know that we're going to make it through.
I was talking to someone who works with the city of Lamarck the other day, and all of the ways that they were trying to help, and I was really impressed.
Oh, yeah.
I was definitely impressed. And then I've talked to people like you that are in the city of Lamarck saying like, hey, the city, the EDC, people were reaching out to me, and we were getting funds and relief. So that's really cool.
It's been amazing. And then they did a round 2 and helped again. So I'm like, hey,
where's round 3? Let's go. Let's keep it going.
Let's do this, and so I was able to do some painting. I'm basically going to work in the inside first and do a few upgrades. I was able to paint and, mount some pictures on the wall and just, some things that I wanted to do to, make the salon atmosphere flow a little bit better. But the outside, with that second round of monies that they gave us, I'm going to be able to paint the outside, get a new sign. So, hey, kudos to Lamarck. I am all for it.
All right. Right now it's 9:55. This is KHEAradio.com, 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. My name's Gardy. I'm talking to Nickey Fowler. She is an instructor at College of the Mainland. She owns Like the River off of Highway 3. She is a local mentor, and she is working with some different organizations. If somebody wants to help, if they want to help mentor, or maybe they want to help in any way, how can they get a hold of you, and what's the best thing they can do?
Oh, awesome. That's a great question. So if anybody wants to help, I'm going to be hosting along with my daughter. I have a daughter that's 19, a son that's 26, and a daughter that's about to be 15. So being home with them all day is like crazy, especially the 14-year-old. So I wanted to put together like something at Carver Park so that everybody could come out and maybe just have like a family fun day. So I wanted to, put that out to Tracy and let her know that I wanted to, see if we can come up with a date and maybe along with my church and, see what we can do for the youth, because they've been cooped up for 3.5 months. So I know they're ready to get out and have some fun, but we still have to remember that we have to practice the social distancing. So, if you do want to help with those type things, or either any stop the violent movements that we might be having. I know we're doing an event for Juneteenth. I think so far I've heard, me and Tracy talked about it being virtual. So hopefully that'll be an amazing event. So if you do want to help with anything, or if you have any questions about what we have going on, you can contact me. My phone number is 409-682-7514, or email. It's Fowler Nickey, FOWLERNICKEY @yahoo.com, or you can stop by the salon. And the address is 524 Highway 3. Or you can contact me on social media. Facebook, it's Nickey Fowler, or either Like the River. And Instagram, it's Fowler Nickey.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to share while you're on today?
I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
How often do you come on, and what are the days that you are on the radio, and also how long have you been doing this? I've heard about it and I've seen you at events, but I didn't even know that it was local. So
yes. Yeah. So let's see. I have been doing this for about 2.5 years, and yeah, it's sneaking up on how quick it is. And then 2.5 years is crazy. So this fall, it'll be 3 years that I've been doing this. And usually it's about every weekday morning. So every day. Yeah. Okay. I have the chance to talk to someone like yourself, learn about things going on in the community, or promote some positivity in some way. That's the goal, at least.
That's awesome. Okay, so I'll be listening to you, and it's at 9:30 every morning.
So that's the thing that's tricky due to the everything changing in the world, and it used to be 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock every day, like clockwork, and then it was at one point it was like 8:30 to 11. But with all the stuff that happened, everything was closed and everybody was trying to stay quarantined, I started taking a different approach and working around people's schedules and saying like, hey, just throwing some times out there and making it work. So I've been doing stuff in the afternoon. I've been doing stuff like at sometimes 8:30, 9 o'clock, 11. It's all over the place. And so I'm trying to figure out the best way to get back into a routine. But so far it's been working like this okay. So yeah, it's all over the place. Sometimes I'll post, hey, we're going to be on tomorrow at this time.
At the school, we've been like with the students turning in their lesson. I'm like, hey, no, I gotta sleep sometimes. So we gotta get back on our regimen 5 to 10.
Yeah.
So if you need anything from me, or if you need me to help you with anything, you know where to reach me, and I would love to help you with any events that you might be having going on, or if you need me to show up for something, I would love to.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, and send me a message or hit me up too if there's anything that I can help get the word out about.
Okay, cool. Facebook at 12 o'clock. We have the middle school at Lamarck. They have like their ACE program is the after school program, but it starts today and it goes, I think it's going to be all the way through July 2nd. We're going to be doing like do it yourself nails, do it yourself. Today I'll be making lip scrub with them live. So if anybody wants to chime in, they can chime in at I'll be chiming in with them from 12 to 1. So
cool.
Yeah, if anybody wants to watch us, they can come on and watch that, and that's through Texas City ISD.
Great. I love TCISD has some cool stuff going on. City of Lamarck has some cool stuff going on. And I love learning about all of it. So, hey, thank you for taking the time to join me today.
Oh, no, thanks for the invite. I truly appreciate it.
This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM.
Good day.